Hi, welcome back to my channel, Cosmic Insight Astrology. I am your co-pilot, Christina. Today, I'm here to talk about Venus and Jupiter conjunction in Taurus. And I love this conjunction. This is going to be one of the most amazing day. And when the conjunction is happen, it is going to actually happen on the 23rd of May, but it's before 5 days and after 5 days. It's very, very active. And it also starts a synodic cycle. So usually Jupiter Venus meets up every 2 years. It's depend because Venus could be very fast, but when it goes to retrograde, then it's going to slow down the meetup again. However, this year Venus is not going into retrograde, so actually they're going to meet up again next year in the sky. But it's not going to be in Taurus, it's going to be in Gemini. So this is for a while, for the next 12 years, this is the last meeting of Venus and Jupiter conjunction in Taurus. All right, if you're new to my channel, I would like to ask for your support, and please subscribe, like, and comment below. The comments helping me to get recognized by the algorithm, and it's going to help me actually to keep going and keep creating content for you guys. And I try to do valuable content as well. So here it is. I'm going to start with a quote. Einstein said, "Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attraction." So, why is it important right now? And why did I use this and choose this quote for you guys? Because Venus and Jupiter together enchants creativity, and it is going to enhance your vision as well. So it's going to make this quote a perfect reflection of their combined energies, which is going to encourage us to dream big. So, and because of the imagination, Pisces is the most imaginative sign in the zodiac, and Jupiter rules Pisces, and Venus is exalted over there. Right now they meet up in Taurus, but you have to know what is behind the scene and why is it important for us. And then Bob Marley also said, when one door is closed, don't you know another open? So what does it say to us, and how can we reflect on us? Venus and Jupiter is one of the most optimistic conjunction in heaven. Actually, it is giving up opportunities. So you can, if somebody has Venus Jupiter conjunction in astrology, they are opportunistic and also very optimist people, very, very artsy, and it is a very, very lucky sign, especially in Vedic astrology. I do have that in Pisces, in Vedic astrology in my fifth house. So everything about art and creative expression for me. All right, guys. And actually, fifth house also representing winning something. And with that Venus and Jupiter conjunction, once I won $60,000. So yeah, it is luck. It is lucky. So if you're going to have it and it will happen for you in the fifth house, you might going to win the lottery. All right, let me see what's going to go. And we're going to talk about the archetype, we're going to talk about Venus and Jupiter. And the conjunction actually going to happen in 29 degrees, and 29 degrees is an anaretic degree. So it's a karmic degree over here, something which is ending a whole entire cycle, ending something with Taurian energy, with the earthy energy. Taurus is a fixed earth sign, very, very stubborn. And, it's hard for him to make a change. And right now, Jupiter gonna move on the 26th in Gemini, in the air sign. It's gonna be, like actually, it doesn't like to be in Gemini because it's in rulership in Sagittarius. So in Gemini, it's in detriment. But anyway, in the airy way, it's going to give us a lot more other opportunities, but it's going to give us opportunities in the field of studying. All right. But we are talking about the 29 degrees Taurus conjunction. First of all, Venus in mythology is Aphrodite, and Aphrodite is the goddess of love and beauty. And Aphrodite is the goddess of desire, your deepest and your sexual desire as well. So Venus influences your values, especially in Taurus, because in Taurus, Taurus likes pleasure. Venus has some kind of artistic inclination as well because it loves arts as well, and relationship love. But in Taurus, actually, it is values, luxury, comfort. Like good food, friends around, and also it rules the land, the farmland, meadow, flowers, and also rules the food what you eat and your possessions as well, and currency as well in Taurus. Jupiter is Zeus, and Jupiter is the king of gods in mythology. And Jupiter represents growth, expansion, prosperity. It is a social planet, and Jupiter takes 12 years around the zodiacal cycle around the sun to make its journey. And Jupiter rules two signs. It rules Sagittarius, the ninth house, and rules Pisces at night, the 12th house. So, daytime ruler of Sagittarius. But anything to do with Santa Claus, very, very generous. The fairy godfather, Jupiter, is here. And Jupiter actually is in very good position in the ninth house. It rules Pisces and anything to do with art and the underprivileged in the 12th house. And it's in planetary joy in the 11th house. So, what is the astrological influence of Venus and Jupiter when they meet up in heaven? Like Taurus is very, very grounded sign, and but Taurus loves luxury and comfort, and Jupiter abundance and joy. And Venus is also love and beauty and financial well-being. So I love this because of it is going to bring in some kind of opportunity for us, anything to do with money. And because of it's happening 29 degrees, and we did have a lot of Taurian energy this month, and in April we had the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, which is setting up 81 year in Taurus, but otherwise 14 years they meet up in different sign. And then we did have Venus, Uranus, we gonna have Mars, Uranus, Mercury, Uranus, like we had activated that point multiple times. And because of the 29 degree is 8 degree away where Jupiter met with Uranus, it's still going to activate that point. 8 degrees, it's still representing a very strong activation there. So we are going to seek for material security, and it's going to emphasize our needs for security and material security, or anything about financial matters, the way we are earning money, the way we are value ourselves and our worth. Like it's also going to change a little bit. All right, so that also because of I have to talk about what other thing gonna happen when Venus and Jupiter going to merge together and dance together in the sky. So then the same time they going to sextile Neptune, and Neptune is in 29 degrees in Pisces. Neptune rules Pisces. That's the modern ruler of Pisces, and Jupiter is the ancient ruler of Pisces, the old avatar of Pisces, and Venus is exalted in Pisces. So, do you see what's going on? It is a lot of artistic theme actually what is going to surface. A lot of thing with script writing, movies, new documentaries, love movies, we're going to be more loving, we're going to be more generous, we're going to be able to give to other people and, more charitable work as well. But, at 29 degrees, we have the fixed star as sheet, and that is actually, it sounds like shit, okay? But you actually spell it like Scheat. Yes, that's how you spell it. So, what's going to happen over here? Shit is actually a water disaster, and shit is also intellectual brilliance as well when it's positively affected, but shit itself, it's not a good fixed star. It is a disaster. It brings in some kind of flooding or some kind of catastrophe with water. But if it's influenced brilliantly right now, like with creative energy, like Neptune is there and it's sextile with Jupiter and Venus, it is going to bring us very, very deep insight. We're going to have a lot of lucid dreams. We're going to have a lot of creative ideas, spiritual insight as well. I forgot to talk about the archetype of Neptune over here. Yes, it rules the 12th house. The eternal womb is Pisces, but also rules the underprivileged as well, hospitals, hospice, hospitality, hotels, anything like that, and JS as well. But Neptune also glamour and higher octave of love. Neptune actually is the big brother of Venus, higher octave of love, unconditional love actually Neptune is. Um, and because of Neptune in mythology is Poseidon, the god of the sea. So, the sea is emotion and it is very powerful. And I always tell the water is the most powerful element whatsoever. But they are also moody. People with water trines and water signs, they can be very, very moody and emotional, very, very deep. And especially Neptune. Neptune is the deep sea. But we still didn't discover the sea. Come on. So this has that. And the sextile aspect actually it's harmonious because the sextile actually it's Venetian in flavor. So it could bring in artistic inspiration. And it could also enchant anything to do with spirituality as well. We're going to seek for retreat. We want to connect spirituality with others. But because of we have shit and because it's going to actually be involved and shit going to be turbulent with that water disaster energy, it could actually be like there is going to be a lot of flooding and somehow that's why we're going to hold each other's hand and help each other's, right? So there is more spirituality. And then it's going to oppose Pallas Athena. Pallas Athena is in retrograde and just went back to Scorpio on the 16th. So by the time Venus and Jupiter going to conjunct in the 23rd, when it's going to be also a full moon in Sagittarius, it's going to oppose Pallas Athena. I already have a video up about Pallas, and when it moved to Scorpio, watch that video. I'm going to put that under in the comment below. In the comment box or in the description box, you can click on that and listen that. Athena actually is the goddess of wisdom, but over there I talk a lot about Pallas Athena, warfare, and Athena is very tactical, very logical, very intelligent. And the influence in Scorpio, Pallas is really, really capable to be strategic, like doing transformation, psychological transformation, and uncovering hidden truth. It is almost like the best chess player. The Queen Bandit comes up into my mind. That is Scorpio in Pallas Athena to me. So the opposition actually is a tug of war. Opposition is never good. It is a Saturnian energy in flavor, so it brings in delays, decays, death, challenges, difficulties in our life. But definitely over here, because it's Taurus and Scorpio, and that's the financial axis, we need to balance our material axis or material needs. And that means like, okay, if I want to do abundance, I need to understand how I value money. Or how, because a lot of people think money is the root of the evil. And all right, okay. But then, money is actually a tool to create a beautiful life around you. And if you change the point of view, you might going to be able to create more money and create with joy. So, the psychological understanding of the here, the way you are going to view money, it's going to help you to create abundance. So that opposition actually could bring that theme up for us. Oh, by the way, it's also going to conjunct with Lucifer. Lucifer just went in Gemini, 0 degrees. So actually, it's going to be an out of sign conjunction, but it's a few minutes away from each other's. And in mythology, Lucifer, before the fallen angel, right? He was the light bringer. So he is really associated with light and love, but he fell, he was a rebel, and he fall. So he got tempted because he didn't know how to set up boundaries, or he or actually overstep boundaries, and it brought some kind of challenge into his life and misery into his life. So during this, we will need to actually watch our steps and step boundaries, or not overstep boundaries, because it could create some kind of issue and challenge in our life. All right then. So yes, the full moon in Sagittarius, the same day we're gonna have a Sagittarius full moon. And I also going to put the Sagittarius full moon video in the comment or in the description box below, because I have a long Sagittarius full moon video. So I'm not going to talk a lot about that here, but because of Jupiter-Venus conjunct, why is it really important, the full moon? Because the full moon ruled by Jupiter, because Sagittarius ruled by Jupiter, right? So there is a tie over here between them. And because Jupiter is in good position because of loving the affection from Venus, and loving the affection from Neptune because it's sextile with it, that's why very important the full moon. So we will let go of something, because full moon is always represents some culmination and illumination, and letting go of something, it is actually seeking for freedom and exploration. And maybe we're going to also actually pursue some kind of philosophical or educational avenue in our life, definitely, or something to do with mythology, or something to do with foreign matters. Maybe visa, people going to start to move right now, or at least travel, because Sagittarius is traveling. The Sabian symbol of the 29 degrees Taurus is two cobblers working at the table. And the interpretation of that is, the shared effort in craftsmanship, like, so by yourself, you're not going to achieve as much as with teamwork. So teamwork is very important, because it's going to lead to a high quality outcome. And you need to actually, make sure you are capable to work together with people. So that is really important. And Venus and Jupiter is working together in heaven to creating abundance for us. And because of the Sabian symbol is also about craftsmanship, it's emphasizing the energy of Venus and Jupiter, the artistic energy of Venus and Jupiter. And the 29 degrees is also by Jundus, actually, says, in the patio of a beautiful mansion, a man wearing a lavish clothes and lies on a sofa, this man, surrounded with servant and psychopath. So, okay, what's surrounded by servant, let's say that. So what is the interpretation of here? So, there is luxury and comfort. And, Neptune, because it's sextiling with Neptune, it is luxury and comfort and glamour. Neptune is glamour. Venus could be luxury and comfort, especially in Taurus. Jupiter is emphasizing it, emphasizing the wealth, emphasizing, a life with material abundance, an easy life. But also, because of the psychopaths around this and the servant around this person, also says, careful with your interactions, right? Because of not everybody is genuine, or there could be some kind of underlying motives what drives other people, and their intention is not necessarily pure or clear, or so careful what you are doing, because you desire wealth and power, and it says, please keep your integrity, be careful. So there is definitely an interpretation of that. All right, so let's see what's going to happen in the mundane, in the collective level with this conjunction. So if we are checking the field of economy and finances, there could be a major growth over here, because of it's going to stimulate consumer spending, or it's actually going to stimulate investment in luxury goods, for example, arts, jewelries, anything to do with entertainment, anything to do with luxurious item to preserve your money over there. And also people going to be over optimistic. So be careful, because of, it's going to actually increase the stock market value over there. So it could be you taking more risk, and it could lead eventually to over optimism, and you're going to regret that later, especially with shit over there. And if we are checking actually real estate, luxurious properties and development over there could be seen on the market, or it could increase sales and higher property values also during this time. On the social and cultural level, we're going to have and we're going to witness joy, joy through art, through music, festivals, exhibition, concerts. So that's going to happen. People are gonna be more charitable as well, as I said, more generous as well. We most likely they're going to actually be charitable toward to art societies or social services or education. And, because Jupiter is traveling, so there it's going to be a lot of surge with luxurious, exotic traveling as well. People going to get inclined, like the not backpacking traveling, but people want to have some luxurious travel during this time. And if we're going to check the political and the international relations, because of Venus and also because of Jupiter is justice and law in itself, and it's foreign diplomacy as well, Jupiter in the ninth house. So it could actually enhance the diplomacy effort in foreign countries or between countries. It could be some kind of cultural exchange, some kind of trade deal, new trade deal coming up, but anything to do with peace also could come up, because Venus in Libra, because it's also rules Libra, it is ruling peace, okay, and alliances. So new alliances could actually forming during this time. If we are checking the social justice and the legal reforms, then could bring fairness in social justice and promote actually equality in the field, or initiate something like that. Also, between nations, there could be some kind of issue how we are actually going to, react on climate change and economic crisis as well. So there is going to be some kind of maybe global meeting, and there, like people want to get out from the climate environmentalist group. And health and well-being, you know, it is optimistic. It is good for public health. It is generosity. Maybe they're going to come up with different insurances, which is going to actually improve the life of people, the quality of the life of people, because of, you know, the treatment particularly, because Jupiter rules Pisces. Pisces is holistic, massages, anything like that. And also sextile Neptune, so any holistic therapy, anything to do with ayahuasca, anything to do with mushrooms, medical marijuana. So you know what, actually this could become legalized everywhere. And it is, you know, like, for example, insurance didn't pay for massages, but right now the holistic well-being of the person going to be very important. So they're going to pay for holistic treatment as well. And because of Venus rules beauty, and you know, it could actually increase the stock of the wellness industry, for example, or anything to do with beauty product as well. And Venus in Taurus could be gardening, and Jupiter itself, it's higher education. So actually, and philosophy, religion as well, it could actually bring in some kind of optimistic change in higher education, or actually in schools, in elementary schools, middle schools, high schools. They might going to have gardens where children actually have to, or they're gonna have chicken coops, and they're gonna use that egg for, you know, cooking in the schools or things like that. And I would really like that gardening, and they're going to actually grow their own veggies, and that's what they're gonna eat in school. Um, you know, they're going to have, and we're going to see a lot more global education program, IB program, anything to do with children are traveling abroad during summer, for example, and taking, I don't know, like leadership programs as well. It could be enhance those kind of educational avenues, new avenues. Okay, guys. Yeah. So let's talk about each individual signs, all right? As I usually do. Aries rising, Venus, Jupiter in your second house. Second house is your financial axis, right? That is anything to do with your earned money and values. Pallas Athena opposing in the eighth house, which is shared resources, taboos, and Neptune is in your 12th house, which is your subconscious and hidden matters. So you may experience a transformative period in intimate relationship, finding deeper connection or resolving past issues. Potential financial support or inheritance issues may surface, requiring careful negotiation. So, because of it is a opposition with Pallas Athena, you know, maybe you will have to hire an attorney to get that medical malpractice insurance money, or you know, the tax could be tax refund could be delayed. So careful with that. Definitely going to increase financial gains, or you can get some kind of bonuses. So that is really good for new financial decisions right now. Emotional healing, because 12th house, anything to do with your subconscious, you can actually get rid of addiction through some kind of spiritual practice or some kind of retreat or spiritual therapy. You know, education, Jupiter is education. So if you are studying anything to do with psychology or finances, there could be a great education there for you. Okay, Taurus rising, sun and the moon. Moon is mother figure, subconscious, real estate. The sun is father figure and your vitality and your career. Your rising is about everything. Venus, Jupiter going to be in your first house, Pallas Athena, seventh house, Neptune in your 11th house. So what's going to happen over here? Seventh house is your legal matters and partnerships. First house, everything about you, the way you pretend. And 11th house is your social network, hopes and wishes and gains. Significant relationship development, definitely possible. Engagement, or actually you can renew vows, or you can get married. But there could be some kind of challenges also because of you. It is me against the we over here. So your partner might seems to be selfish. So you're going to need some kind of diplomatic solution to to solve this situation. It will be strong connection with family, but also could have some kind of conflict coming up because of the value of money. Like, so maybe your partner is spending more than you want this partner to spend. And it is really, really good for personal growth and visibility because of you going to make a change the way you represent yourself. So this is actually good time for public relation and advancing personal project and advertise yourself because you will be seen. You have to be really careful with overindulgence because during this time you can eat a lot. So to keep your vitality and your health, like don't overindulge. There could be some kind of opportunities through personal development, which is going to bring in some kind of new business opportunities and financial opportunities for you. All right, Gemini rising sun and moon. The moon is real estate mother figure, sun is career father figure, rising everything about you. Venus, Jupiter is in your 12th house, Pallas Athene, your 6th house. 6th house, anything to do with work, health, rental properties, pet. 12th house is your subconscious and your hidden matters. And the 10th house, Neptune, is your career. Secret romances or hidden relationship may come to light. Also possible secrets or misunderstanding coming to surface, and you will need to clarify it with openness. So you will have to talk about that, not shy away from this situation. Also, there is going to be a lot of new creative project, which is going to help you to gain public recognition, your career, your maybe a script writer or anything to do with art. Um, your mental health definitely going to need some kind of attention, your spiritual health. So it is going to be really good to go to a retreat or use some kind of meditation, some kind of massage, spiritual healing practice during this time. If you would like to actually study something and the subject is art or music or film or writing, it could be really great this time for that. All right, Cancer rising sun and moon. Sun is your father figure, career, vitality. Moon is your subconscious mother, real estate, rising everything about you. Venus, Jupiter going to conjunct in your 11th house. So the luck is in your 11th house. Listen to me, Jupiter actually is in planetary joy in 11th house, Cancer rising. You are very lucky right now. Pallas Athena in your 5th house, opposing Neptune in your 9th house, sextiling. So, new romantic interest likely to emerge through social groups or community connection. You're going to be invited for an event and fall in love. You're going to have a lot of joyful event, actually joyful gathering and celebration during this time. Um, and actually you're going to have really good time together with your friends and family. Also, you can get some gain from your career bonus, or actually you can get promoted. Definitely you can expansion through network connection and group projects. So it is very favorable, very, very favorable right now, but you have to collaborate with others. Make sure you are letting them to help you and you don't deny help. Um, general well-being right now because of you have a lot of social interaction and community involvement. So it's going to make you happy and healthy and give you a lot of zest and energy. If you would like to learn anything, you can learn something through workshops or traveling, anything what has educational purposes, anything what is like it could be anything to do with non-profits, charitable activities also, or how to create a network, how to create actually a small village, a community. You can learn about that. Leo rising sun and moon. The moon is your subconscious real estate, your mother. Sun is father, vitality, and your career, and your rising is all about you. Venus, Jupiter going to actually conjunct in your 10th house, Pallas Athene opposing to it in your 4th house, and Neptune is sextiling to it in your 8th house. So that is good for your career, guys. This is good for your money and your if you would like to actually buy a home. So relationship dynamic may impact your career and reputation and public image, because of there could be some kind of issue over here. Your significant other, you get promoted or you get a new job, and your significant other doesn't want you to work that much because they are missing you from home. But definitely could be great if you would like to buy a home. It could be a great opportunity. You can balance career ambition with family responsibilities as well. Relocation is possible because of professional reasons, because maybe you get promoted, and that's why the situation challenge is coming because of your family, because they don't want to move, but you have to move your family because you get promoted. Major career boost, major recognition, promotion. You have to maintain your integrity for sure, but there is amazing opportunity for you. Uh, Stress management is very important during this time, because of there is going to be a lot of pressure due to moving the family, and having a new, very, very responsible job for you. And if you would like to take some on academic pursuit, you can actually become a doctor during this time, something with a master degree you can take, or a leadership study you can take. Virgo rising, sun and moon, Venus, Jupiter going to be in your 9th house, your belief, publishing, long distance traveling, Pallas Athena, the 3rd house, the communication, neighborhood, community, younger siblings, and then you're going to have Neptune in the 7th house of legal matters. That is also your followers, clientele, and your relationship. So, all right, what's going to happen over here? Moon is your mother, subconscious, real estate, home situation. The sun is your father figure, your career, your vitality, and rising, everything about you. Relationship could benefit actually from shared philosophical or educational pursuit. Your understanding and your communication going to be more active between you and your significant other. The key is communication if you're going to enter a challenging situation with your children or with your neighbors. So, or your younger siblings. So that's definitely going to have to talk over. You're going to actually create space for your family, and maybe you're going to become flexible and have some gathering for your family unions, for example, for your family during the summer. There could be some kind of career opportunity if you want to start a YouTube podcast or publish a book, or actually to start to travel faraway countries, or higher education. You might going to be expected in your favorite university. Overall health is positively aspected for you guys. It could be some kind of conflict with legal matters, so there could be some kind of issue over here. But it's not going to bring in a lot of stress. And if you would like to start to study something, it could do anything with new language or involving international connection, anything to do with diplomacy, foreign matters, foreign diplomacy, export, import, and religion as well. You can have some religion as well. Okay. Libra rising, sun and moon, Venus, Jupiter going to be in your 8th house, Pallas Athena, it's in your 2nd house, Neptune in your 6th house. I get to put a socks on. So actually, the sun is your vitality, your father figure, and that is your career as well. Moon is your mother figure, home situation, real estate, family roots, and your subconscious, the rising, everything about you. Venus Jupiter is in your eighth house, that shared resources, taboo, intimacy, anything to do with tax, debt, stock market. Palasatini in your second house of earning and values and possession. Neptune in your sixth house of health, work. So definitely you're going to have a beautiful, amazing windfall with finances. You might going to win a lot on stock market, get an inheritance, or a prenup is going to turn for your favor. A very good mortgage, for example, you can pay off debt and get rid of that forever. Uh, and Palasatina in the second, it is like you're going to have to actually balance out, should I work this hard, or should I just live from my trust and inheritance? Neptune in the sixth house going to bring in some kind of artistic opportunity and some kind of maybe script writing or playing in a movie. It could be like you writing a documentary. Anything to do with art and glamour could be really emphasized over here. You are capable to buy maybe a rent a property, or you're going to fall in love with a pet and you're going to adopt. Neptune is adoption, so you might going to adopt a pet over there. Definitely your work routine and health is going to be actually rely on holistic methods. Deep emotional connection can be straightened during this time. And also well, investment, stock market investment could be very, very good during this time. Yes, okay, so that is for you, Libras. Oh no, the education field, if you would like to study psychology, esoteric subject, anything to do with occultism, to become a detective, to become a forensic scientist, science learning that, or anything to do with to being a cop, and it could be great for you. Scorpio rising, sun and moon, it's going to be Venus Jupiter in your seventh house of partnership, legal matters. Palasatini in your first house, that is the way you are express yourself, and Neptune in your fifth house of creative joy, pleasure, investment, anything to do with luck, lottery winning. So yeah, you are one person who might going to be lucky because your significant other going to win the lottery somehow. But also you can actually you are dating or you live together, but you never been married, and you're going to actually get engaged on marriage or renew the vow right now. So your partnership is highlighting, and your partnership is going to offer joy or actually expansion, solidify some kind of commitment, what I said before. Harmonious family relationship, definitely possible during this time. And the key right now is to discuss children or subject of children, because fifth house is involved over here. Some of you want to have babies. Some of you want to talk about the children and their creativity, or their sport programs, and where to put them in, or anything with joy and harmony. You're gonna get more romantic, or your significant other going to be really, really romantic. Business partnership are favored right now. Collaborate with someone, and it's going to lead to success. If you would like to maintain your health, then you really just have to actually go to parties, or go to joyous traveling. Everything is joy based for you Scorpios right now, and romance based right now. Um, and if you would like to learn anything, you can actually learn something with consoling. You can become a mediator, something with diplomacy and art as well. Anything to do with script writing, music, to become an agent or manager. Actually, you can have a manager or agent, and they're going to promote you. All right, Sagittarius, rising, sun and moon. Rising, all about you. Sun is your career, father figure. Moon is your mother figure, home situation, subconscious. All right, guys. So what's going to happen for us? I'm a Sagittarius rising. Venus, Jupiter is in the sixth house. Okay. So Pallas Athena is in the 12th house. 12th house is anything to do with subconscious, hidden matters, underprivileged, and art, and holistic healing. Venus, Jupiter in the 6th house, anything to do with your work, with your health, with your rental property, anything to do with your pet as well. And Neptune in the 4th house, which is your home, your family. So windfall in your 6th house, you're going to get an opportunity to work for someone, and it's going to be very, very generous and auspicious. Or it could bring in like health, like you're going to get healed out of sudden, you know. Um, and because of actually it's going to oppose Pallas Athena, you're going to need to choose wisely which kind of holistic approach you're going to actually, holistic healing you're going to approach. But definitely there is an opportunity that you can actually create an office, or you can actually create a meditation center in your home where or you can actually practice meditation every single day, which is going to help your health as well. It is very good actually right now if you would like to find a rental property or buy a house and actually rent it out. That could be really good. You can adopt a pet. You can start a new health routine. All right. So this could be amazing for you, a new beauty routine for sure. You may find joy through service or work for others, you know, like for example, you going to a homeless shelter and giving food to homeless. It's going to give you a purpose, a sense of purpose and joy. It's going to really give you joy to help other people. Um, or you're going to be honored and recognized by other people because of your services for them. The family relationship going to get deepen. It's going to be more spiritual. Your you have to have some kind of creative solution to actually solve this issue at your family or in your real estate. So actually, you know what it could be? You might going to renovate your home or buy luxurious furnitures or something like that, comfortable, luxurious furnitures. Your workplace definitely going to improve. And as I said, the new opportunity is going to actually align with your values. So that is really good because you're going to be happy finally. And you're not gonna work for just I'm working, but you want to work because this is your purpose and you feel the urge to share. If you would like to actually, as I said, start anything to do with mental wellness, you can go to a retreat, you can go and join spiritual, beach dancing. That's what I do right now, going to the beach and a group of people, we are dancing. And, Neptune is dancing and also beach as well. So why not some kind of ritual like that? Um, if you want to pursue education, studying health, nutrition, herbalism, anything to do with spirituality, anything to do with even, astrology, anything to do with spirituality could be really good for you guys. All right, Capricorn rising, sun and moon, it's your uh, fifth house. Fifth house is your children. That is anything to do with investment and joy and pleasure and lottery winning. Pallas Athena is in your 11th house. 11th house is gains and also bonus money from your career. That is your social network, friends, and Neptune in your third house of communication, neighborhood, community, vehicles, skill-based study, young sibling, and niece, nephews, uncle, aunts. And also the third house is your vehicle and your um, skill-based study. Or maybe I mentioned that. All right. Romantic life blossom with joyful, expansive opportunities. So there will be a creative way to express your affection. You might be the one, those people who get engaged because they have a whole entire squad dancing for them, something like that. But it's gonna be very, like or an airplane going to take a sign on the beach, and when and then you see your name up there. Will you marry me? Something like that. Definitely positive development in relationship and also with children. You know, if you want to recreate anything to do, plan a family, plan a baby, it could be really blossoming right now. Creativity and creative time with your children, it is also rewarding. Uh, and also, if you would like to bring some kind of new work in, you can actually get some kind of entrepreneur business right now. Something with you can become a manager or agent right now. Uh, Definitely um, good for health because of especially if you are connected with your neighborhood community. So there is like maybe you are creating a garden for your community and then you are raising planting organic veggies, and like you're going to eat clean and healthy and juicing a lot, for example. If you want to do any education, anything to do with music, art are favored right now. All right, Aquarius, rising sun and moon, rising all about you. Sun is vitality, father figure, career, moon is real estate, father, mother figure, and subconscious. Venus, Jupiter going to be in your fourth house, so blessing in your family, a new real estate, Pallas Athene in your 10th house, career and recognition, honor, and Neptune is in your second house of values, the food you eat and your possession, the money that you earn. Finding peace and expansion through home and family life may also attract financial benefits through real estate. Growth and harmony in the home environment, a good time for moving or improving your living situation. You can actually renovate your home or, reorganize your home. You can hire a designer during this time. You need to balance out your career and your family life. That's very, very crucial right now because Pallas Athene is going to ask you to create wise decisions. You still need to actually achieve goals in your career, but you also have to somehow be home and, do the renovation. Your career actually going to get some kind of public recognition because of Pallas Athena brings some kind of public recognition for you there. Um, your home is going to get renovated, and that's going to actually help your physical health and emotional health. Maybe you had more than, that's why you needed to renovate, but it could be something with like whatever you're creating with your home right now, it is maintaining your emotional, physical well-being. If you would like to study something, if you would like to get a real estate license or anything to relate to home management, anything to do something with family trees, it could be very, very rewarding right now. All right, Pisces rising sun and moon. Let me see, did I left somebody out? No. Okay. Pisces rising sun and moon. Moon is your mother figure, your home life situation, family, and your subconscious. Sun is your father figure, your career, your vitality, and rising everything about you. So Venus Jupiter going to conjunct in your third house. Third house, anything to do with neighborhood community, younger siblings, short distance traveling, skill-based study, anything to do with your internet world as well. But it is your vehicle. Pallas Athena in your ninth house, your belief system, religion, high education, long distance traveling, older siblings, your publication, your immigration matters as well. And Neptune is in your first house, which is everything about you. This is the way you represent yourself. Neptune is very foggy, it's very delusional and delusional. So Pisces usually is dreamy or tired, like sleepy. All right, so what's happening over here for us? So we're going to, because of the third house, we're going to have some kind of joy in actually in communication, anything to do with, we can create a school or start to teach something or create online schools. You can actually do your website over again, which is going to attract more clients. Jupiter is, the riches, and with Venus, with currency, it could bring very, a lot of people who has money to pay you. And also, you can start to write about generosity, start to write about peace, start to write about, Santa Claus as well. Uh, so what else? In family matters, anything to do with siblings and extended family could be enjoyable. So you might going to actually, have and reconsider a relationship with a sibling. You mend the relationship with someone who you get distance with, or also a friend could be, or maybe a neighbor as well. There is definitely opportunities to expand your professional network, and it will be through communication. So you might going to take a class how to write, creative writing, how to talk, actually, how to speak. Um, how to teach, that would be really important. And you're going to have a lot of mental stimulation because of the third house ruled by Gemini in general and ruled by Mercury, and that is the way we process information. So mental stimulation definitely going to get enhanced, and you're going to engage in activity that's going to keep your mind active and your spirit high. A lot of people who feel like they forget things there, before, they might going to actually get some kind of stimulant, or they start to take MCT oil, coconut oil, whatever is nootropic, which is going to help you actually, to to remember. And if you would like to study something, anything to do with communication, anything to do with travel, travel blog, you can actually start to write on travel blogs as well. But your education going to require very strong communication skills for sure. So yeah, you can start, or maybe you're going to become a website designer or a PR. PR is good right now. Study PR. All right, guys, if you loved my podcast, please subscribe, like, and comment below. I will be back soon with another video. Thank you so much for listening, liking, sharing, and everything else. I'm going to see you soon. Bye for now.